it's Ardent.Trend here again with another pomade review. This time it's a brand from Malaysia, Splendour Pomade Company, and their pomade butter grease. So, as you can see from here, it comes in this kind of a 3.5 ounce glass jar. It's got this real sharp, nice looking label on it. It's got all their social media info on it. It's got the ingredients, and the ingredients are as follows. There's water, Sarah Alba, which is pretty much beeswax, ozagorite, emulsifying wax, hydrogenated vegetable oil, hydrogenated palm acid, olive oil, shea butter, petroleum, sterile stearate, and fragrance. And if you open it up, you'll find that I've used quite a lot of this, but it's this kind of slightly off-white colored pomade, and the scent on it. Now, this is supposed to be butterscotch, but I got a batch which was slightly, like, it was a mix of butterscotch and coffee. So it smells kind of like a caramel coffee scent right now, but it comes in two scents: honeydew and butterscotch caramel. And I do get both in here, like both coffee and the butterscotch. Really nice, because I actually like coffee scents, so it works for me. And a special note about the ingredients, because it has petroleum in it, or petroleum, whatever way you want to say it. But it's unique in the sense that petroleum is usually something you find in an oil-based pomade. Something, I don't know, something like this is an oil-based light from Banker's Grooming. The main ingredient is petroleum, because it's insoluble in water, meaning you can't wash it out with water. However, this pomade, you can wash out with water. Now, what's up with that? I'm not a chemist, but I can pretty much say that this stuff does come out with water, and it does act kind of like an oil base. I'll get to that in a minute. So scooping it out, comes out with minimal resistance. You can kind of bowl this thing up, but then breaking it down, it reminds me kind of, if you would have some shea butter, reminds me of breaking that down. There's quite a lot of shea butter in this, actually. It's when you're breaking it down, it wants to clump up a little bit. It wants to go into these kinds of clumps, but a little bit more pressure, and it'll break right down. And then just apply to the hair. Goes in real easy, very minimal tug and pull, if any. So the application is actually pretty easy. And this is a firm to stronghold product. Even in higher humidity environments. My hair is rather short right now, so I think I'll just do one more scoop and then I'll get to styling it. I actually talked to the brewer, and he says that this product is good for any kind of like weather, like that it's meant for Malaysian weather, which is rather hot, humid. So he wanted to make sure that this pomade could stand up to that. So if you're in a place which gets like 35 degrees Celsius in the summer and you're worried that would this pomade hold up? Yeah, it does. You want to make sure you get it everywhere. Scent is pretty prominent. It does go down a little bit throughout the day, but you'll still be able to smell it here and there. Okay, I'll get to styling. So yeah. So I'm done with it right now, or wait, just a sec. My hair is quite short right now, so it tends to want to pop out in places. So it's a little annoying like that, but yeah. So the styling goes pretty easily with minimal tug and pull. You can get great volume, great shape, and the product is kind of dry feeling once you start getting it into your hair and getting it through your hands, but it is really kind of like, I would say it has that kind of a dry slickness to it, meaning that it feels dry, but it's still really slick without being excessively oily. Now, does it feel greasy when you're putting it in? Yeah, it does, but not the kind of greasy that you would get in, for example, a light pomade. It's not that kind of Vaseline feeling stuff. It's like shea butter. It feels how should I put it, lotioning once you're like put it into your hair and everything. And like I said, like minimal tug and pull. Get great shape, great height, great volume. I really have trouble finding like negatives to talk about, because for a stronghold product that I thought would be more waxy when I first got it, because I thought it's got to be more waxy in order to hold up in a more humid environment, but it's not. So that kind of took me by surprise. It does firm up a little bit throughout the day, but it's not like a gel. It's not going to harden on you. Like, you're not going to get a helmet hair or some helmet hair with this. But, and also the washout, that's it's really easy. Like, when you're washing this out, some people, what I've read, have complained that there's stuff left in my hair, I can't get it all out. Well, that's the shea butter. It's not petroleum. When you wash this out just with water, like all of the pomade comes off. There's a little bit of shea butter left in there, like your hair feels soft and conditioned. With just the smallest dab of shampoo, you can just get it all out. No worries about that. And yeah, it is water soluble, but it does act and feel a bit like an oil-based firm, I would say. Overall, I think this is a really good product, and anyone who hasn't tried it should definitely give it a try if they're looking for any kind of a product that is something a little bit out of the ordinary in a good way. Overall, I would give this a 4.5 out of 5. And like the good things about it, conditioning, nice scent, strong hold, easy wash out, and just a great overall product. And if I've really got to be nitpicky, the only thing which I find kind of negative is that when you're putting this into damp hair, there can be a hardening effect, a bit of a stronger hardening effect than if you're putting it into dry hair like I did, or towel dry rather. But yeah, definitely is some really good product. I highly recommend it. Almost forgot to add in there the shine. It is from like a light shine to a natural shine, but it does dull down to kind of a matte finish at the end of the day.